Novak is on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 47 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now it's Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
All right, now, look at 56. No, check. Patriot.
Osweiler. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And a little bit of a surprising move here. They will not punt the football. They will go for it on 4th.
Let's go!
He'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. This one completed to Keith Mumphrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Defense showing blitz.
Oh, baby, alert, alert. We ready? Red 18. Red 18. We ready? Red 18.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games, 12 of them they've been behind in the 4th quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player, the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Over the middle. Cooper with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now, for Cooper, his 29 yards in Week 14 actually led the Raiders. That's how much they were struggling in the passing game. And, well, he was part of a pretty bizarre play, wasn't it?
And when you start with the yardage on his catches, he had 5 catches in the game. When you start with that game was a clunker for him. But as you alluded to, there was a big-time play. What could have been for he and the Raiders should have been a 78-yard touchdown catch. Was it the wind? Was it the lights? Some people even thought it was a camera wire that got in the way and ended up not catching a ball that would have been a huge play for Oakland.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before half for Carr. Finding time. Looking deep for Crabtree. And this is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovered.